Today, Roman promises to share with us his best kept secret for closing sales, appropriately called the click system. For years, Roman clicked with hundreds of prospects to generate positive outcomes and prosperity. What we're about to hear is how you too can apply the click system to generating more Toastmasters memberships. According to Roman, once you click with your prospect, your chances of converting your guests into a new member almost doubles. Are you ready to click with Roman? I can hear you!
Fantastic. I'm going to start with a little story about myself. That's maybe not the best way to start, but I want to start there. I've been a member of 3 clubs. And I've been a guest, obviously, of 3 clubs to join those clubs. And all 3 experiences have been positive. I never had a negative experience as a guest. So I'm not really sure what it feels like to have a negative experience, but I know a lot of people have given me feedback and have said, even people who have visited our Speaking from Experience Advanced Toastmasters Club have had a negative experience. Because we forget to recognize them when they come in the door. So I've had positive experiences. The first one was a company, sales company, Hummingbird, maybe you've heard of it. And when I joined the club, or the company, there was someone there in the club, in the company that I'd worked with before. And so I had an instant friend at this company, and on Wednesday at noon, he grabbed my hand and said, "You gotta come to this thing that we do every Wednesday, it's a lot of fun." I didn't even know where I was going. And here I am, ever since, and that was 11, 12 years ago. In the second club, I got let go of Hummingbird, so I need to find a new club. And when I came in, someone clicked me. So I know what it feels like to be clicked. And the third club, 20 of us got together and we clicked each other and we started speaking from experience. We were all guests. So those were all 3 positive experiences. I wonder if anybody's had a negative experience or an experience that they would have preferred to be different, or being a guest at a club when you walked in. Don't name the club because we want to be.
It wasn't their fault. It was just the club was so huge. Was, I don't know, 3 times that room, and I felt overwhelmed. So it wasn't negative. It wasn't their fault. It was just popular. One of the that's what they said there. The best university in Canada or maybe the world, I don't know. So that's where my negative. So I couldn't click with anybody because it was overwhelming.
This is true. I mean, don't you, when you come into a new environment, don't you feel a little anxious? You know, you get a little nervous. So giving that first speech. And a lot of guests actually start their trip into Toastmasters out in the parking lot, not in the room. So you got to think about how much anxiety they're in if it's the first time person coming in to visit a club. So we're going to talk about today not about formal processes. In fact, here's a process here I found on the internet. We're not going to be talking about processes and how to book somebody to become a member. That's not what this is about, and that's not what I'm about. I'm about the psychology. What happens? How do you take the person from huge fear off the ledge with the cortisol just pumping and the adrenaline as big as their brain? Bring them down. Introduce yourself, introduce the club, make them feel at home. Does everybody feel at home here today? No? There are a lot of smiles, a lot of people eating bananas and food. And I don't know whose idea it was to hand out bananas. And move from, give the guest membership an application. Explain dues. How do you explain dues to someone who isn't even sold yet on Toastmasters? I just don't get it. That's not how I click. And so we're going to be looking for the click magic. Are you looking for the click magic?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So where's the click? Now Toastmasters will sell a package, right? They're a sales organization. They're selling stuff. You ever go to their website, there's all kinds of things to buy. You can buy these ready-made packages that you can give to a guest. And all these, the things in blue are the brochures that come inside this nice folder. And then they give you some more suggestions that say, customize this folder that we sold you with more stuff of your stuff. And the person who comes in to that meeting has a massive amount of paper. Why does that click? It's only a massive amount of paper. Sorry, that's not the click. Here's some more examples, brochures that Toastmasters has. Great ideas. There's no end of them. Find your voice, get your confidence, develop leaders. I love this one, the thing I circled on the bottom. It will change your life. Now we all know this changes our life, right? That's why we're here. We love this so much that we have to have this, more of this, to change our, keep changing our life. But somebody who comes in for the first time, and you say, this is going to change your life. Well, I'm not going to say anything. Achieve success. Now here I found a brochure where it started to show me some of the click stuff. Attract and retain members. This is a new brochure. I've never seen it before. And inside it, it's got provide useful material. Well, we've already talked about that. A whack of paper for somebody to take away. Okay. Give them a copy of a Toastmaster magazine. There's value there. Right? If they see something, valuable magazine with lots of information, you get this every month. After you pay us, $150, $200. I still don't feel like we're clicking here. Wow. Welcome guests warmly. Now we're getting closer to clicking. But look at what they write. Seat them next to someone friendly. Who's got friendly people in their club? Right? We've got a shortage of those. Right? Which one do you sit them beside? I don't get it. Present them with a ribbon. Wow. So I'm not sure about if this is the click formula. An additional follow-up should occur each time the guest visits until they join. How many times are they going to keep coming to get a ribbon? So, yeah, I don't know if that's the click system. Right? So we're not clicking here yet, right? No. So we've got some space on your pages. 1 minute, just write a few words on what is a Toastmaster Club to you. Just 3 or 4 words. How has Toastmasters helped you? What is it that you love about this Toastmasters organization? 1 minute. Great. So what is a Toastmasters Club in black and white terms? Let's go suggestion. Yeah.
It's a club to learn public speaking.
Public speaking. Okay.
It provides a supportive environment.
Yes. Supportive. I got here for that one. Place where you can fail to success. Wow. I found that term. I just love it. Fail to success. Memorize that one. Yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun. That was my I love Toastmasters, but that's it.
A place where you can safely practice your communication skills and leadership skills.
Yeah, safe environment. Okay, very good. Energy. Come to feel the energy. Elton at the back.
It's a place where you can learn more about yourself.
Self-discovery. Yes, one more.
Build confidence in your communication.
Confidence. It is true, right? But it's, okay. I'm not going to do it. Confidence. Confidence. All right, we're running out of space. Next, how has Toastmaster helped me? Not me, but you. Go ahead.
It helped me expand my comfort zone and increase my confidence in speaking public
Comfort
French
zone.
and
Let's just
English.
work with the comfort zone. Okay. That was a beautiful paragraph. Comfort zone. Thank you.
Need to learn by doing.
Yes, I love that phrase. Learn by doing. Fail to succeed. You want to learn by doing? Fail to succeed. Okay. Be motivated. To get motivation. Be motivated? Oh, become. Okay, I'm confused. To become motivated.
To become motivated.
Become motivated, yes. Experiencing motivation. It gets you out of bed on a Saturday morning. It keeps you up till 1:30 in the morning preparing this presentation.
Empathy and awareness
And awareness of,
of how others perceive you and how you receive their awareness of what you're saying.
oh my gosh, he's taken away my clicking magic potion here. Very good. Right? Growing awareness, going here.
We're not just to contribute, but to serve others.
Service leadership. Service leadership, and you learn so much from your sharing and giving away. Okay, one more.
This help highlight my strength as a natural speaker.
Right. You're discovering your strength? Can I say that?
Yeah, but I didn't have confidence about it.
No, because it's discovery.
So, but the,
Strength, like
Yeah.
strengths are the biggest thing.
Dominant.
In my course that I'm teaching,
Highlight.
strengths, discovering what it is, highlight them, feel them. It's oh boy, we can't stop.
Handle anxiety while speaking.
Okay, all right. That's the cortisol that I was talking about. You make all that things on. You want your prefrontal lobe to settle you down. You want testosterone and the prefrontal lobe to calm you down. Calm you down. I'm trying to calm myself down right now. Do not feel anxiety. I'm going to cut you off. I know. This is so much fun. We need to go to why I love it, so I'll start with you. Why do I love Toastmasters?
It's inspiring.
Inspires. And you love that feeling of inspiration.
Life from inside out.
Okay, see, it's amazing. When people respond with these, their smiles go this wide. The smiling people here, well, watch this, it works. You don't have to yell.
Be interesting and smart people.
Yes. Yeah. Repeat that out loud.
The interesting and smart people.
Yeah, someone told me, hear different people express themselves. Yeah. Meet smart people. Go ahead.
But I started club because it's special, right? So you can improve your public speaking in English and French. So it says, I don't know, improving languages.
Yes, but what is it about it that you love? Now, you're the love person. I was hearing you in French outside going, d'amour, d'amour, d'amour. Like listening, and d'amour, I turned around and... Okay, I'm going to let you think about that.
I would say that the energy is infectious.
Yes. Finding a group of people that want to share and create new energy that you wouldn't find if you just went to Tim Hortons. I'm going to give one away here. Actually, this is from Dawn Frail, who's in my club as a part of Speaking from Experience. Feel love. She actually comes here she feels love from us. When she went up there today and sat there and had that conversation with you, she was feeding off you. She was stealing. She was taking from you love. Like she feels validated. And that's really important. That's why she's been around for 28 years. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody was first, I think.
It gives you lots of opportunities to practice your skills.
Okay.
You
Okay. So what do you love about that? We gotta get to the love. This is...
Because you get to practice.
Practice is still not love. You good? Come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes improvement one step.
Okay. And you love the improvement? Like, what is it about you love the discovery that you made the improvement?
A better person.
Be a better person? Okay.
Well, I think around improvement, it's just a chance to become better.
Okay,
So
but that's...
I'd love to just to have the chance to grow. Okay, so I'd love to have the chance to grow as a person.
Okay. I want something more.
I love to contribute and give back.
Okay.
I love my club because I have a great sense of belongings and
Belonging, right.
not to reside a member and guests.
Okay.
It gives you a sense of accomplishment.
And that accomplishment has a great sense? Yep. Yes, sorry, yes?
It provides a very safe environment for me to speak up my ideas.
And how do you love? What makes
Because
that?
it's safe.
Safe. You love to be safe.
Because it's safe,
I
I
should
don't
bring
need
you
to
up there
worry.
and stand beside me and see if you're still safe. Elton.
The warmth and support of its members.
I'm in love with Elton. We go back way. We click so far back, and I hugged the guy. We danced together at a conference. You got it now? You figured it
Yeah,
out?
I guess.
Okay.
I love the feeling of being winner. That's how I feel.
The winner, yes, right? We're all winners. Right? We're all winners. Okay, can I stop there? One more? Oh, you-
I'm running out.
It's great to have the chance to have everyone listen to your ideas.
Right, you're right, in a safe environment, get your point across, get feedback for that point, and you feel like you're growing with it. That's it. Okay. You see what we just did? Intellectual, conceptual, and over here is emotional. Right? How do you click? With the conceptual, or do you click with the emotional?
The emotional.
Emotional. But what do we typically do? 99.9%, we go here. And we don't even share this. And if you give someone a package, they get this. But if you tell them, which couldn't stop telling me, about how much fun it is to be a Toastmaster, they will never leave you. They will never leave. Believe me. So there's this brochure, from prospect to guest to member. I thought there was an actually canned workshop for this, but it isn't. It's just this brochure. So I dissected this brochure for you. And what did I find? This description. And right here it says what your guest needs. That's probably not proper English. And how can your club meet them? That's a question. To close the sale. Wow, that's what we're here to learn. Show how specific segments of Toastmasters program can fulfill their goals. Wow, that's a big one. Fulfill their goals. Not our goals, their goals. For personal and professional growth. So you're the closest so far, right, to what the click system is. You got a winner so far over here. Right? It's their goals. Right? Your fun, your love, but it's their goals. The click system is about trying to figure out their goals underneath it. So how do you do this? All right, so in this brochure, they give you suggestions. How can Toastmasters help? And the benefits. This logic of this brochure and the logic of this presentation from this brochure follows what we say in sales is a feature, function, benefits. Has anybody not seen these three words put together in one space? Okay, so you're not salespeople. You don't have this background in sales. Features, functions, and benefits. And if you go to a sales company to be a salesperson and you're in the training, this is where you usually start. Tell the customer what the feature is, tell them what the function is, and tell them what the benefit is. So they start in the conceptual, and they eventually end up in a value state. How valuable it is to be a Toastmaster. So let's do an example, for example. A feature might be table topics. Okay? Oh, wow, you came into Toastmasters, we do table topics. You guys standing there now, so what's table topics? Who can tell me what the function would be? When you buy salespeople.
Practice your impromptu speaking.
Practice your impromptu speaking. And another word?
Off the cuff speaking.
Off the cuff speaking. On your feet.
Overcome.
Top of your head. What else? Just shout it out.
Tempering.
Yeah, I do that word and it just turns people away. But I love that word and I wait to see what they say. Extemporaneous speaking. Speak on your feet or think on your feet. We're thinking, right? Like you got your adrenaline's going, the cortisol's going, or you say, yeah, you're gonna learn how to think on your feet. Okay. Are we finished with those? Anybody else?
Just in the moment.
Okay, beautiful. So we got all the beautiful functions. What about benefits? Harder. What is the benefits of thinking off your feet? On your feet. Go ahead.
Can prepare for tough situations.
Yes. We're fit. Like today. Come on, folks. I had 12 sales jobs in my 22 years.
What did you say? I didn't get
12.
No, what's...
Oh, he said.
Prepare for tough situations,
Yes.
problems.
Prepare for it.
We're change. We don't know what's coming at us. You don't know when you're doing your next interview. Okay.
Builds your confidence.
Yes. So you're confident because you know you can do it. You're going to be calm. You're going to let your prefrontal lobe be in control. Calmly and confidently express what point you have to make because it's so important. You want the world to know about it. Okay.
Is it safe and allowing to fail?
Yes. Is that the benefit? Help him, help him. Yeah, feature. Help him, he's close.
Oh, this is
What?
about him. Oh.
Yeah, well, what would be the benefit of a safe environment? Pardon me?
Nobody's going to laugh at you.
Yes. You preserve yourself,
You can dare to fail.
Yeah.
you can't,
Dare.
yeah, you fail to succeed. Hey, guess what, you're gonna fail. I fail every week, I go to fail every week. I'm failing right now, I fail. And if you have that confidence and you're displaying that confidence, you become a natural leader. People want to follow you because you're displaying that calm confidence and ability to express yourself in communication. That's presence. Okay, let's stop there and move on. Okay. So are we clicking a little bit? No, we still said start with feature function benefits, right? Yeah, we're clicking because we're dwelling a lot on the benefits. We're getting warmer. But still not the click system. And you're here for the click system, right? All right, so let's, as in the brochure, they say do it right. Again, one of those crazy marketing things, like who does it wrong? Who wants to do it as opposed to give guests a sample of the warm, friendly atmosphere, the comfortable learning. You've been saying this, right? So there's a check mark. And so what does that look like? When you've expressed that to the incoming guests, what does it look like in their eyes? Is some smiling coming from you while you're saying that? Welcome to this warm club with a lot of friends. They feel well. They're going to be feeling welcome.
No. Oh, hand, like welcome.
Handshake, right? Yeah, welcome. Welcome. I tried to touch everybody that came into this room. Did you notice? I need to touch it. But it's legal touching, like that. Like I don't want to get the hook yet. No, you can do what is legally possible, right? Yeah, handshake, firm handshake, looking in the eye. That's the second part we're going to go here. No, but that's really important. Okay. We're in their mind, right? This is what's going through their mind. Are you listening to me? I'm nervous. I'm really upset right now. I'm in a new environment. I don't know you 50 people, and I'm afraid you're a tiger that's going to jump on me and devour me for dinner. Okay? You following me? Do you make me feel important? You get my problems. I came from. Now, let's take a step back. This is not what's going through their head, right? Does everybody agree with me? Like this is a feeling they have, right? They're feeling this. Where I got this is just an explanation of what that feeling might be. I don't know what the feeling is. I can't even express. I started out by saying and talking about what it feels like. It feels awful. I mean, I could say, from the guest perspective, it feels awful to be a guest. But let's move on, right? Let's say that this is what they're thinking. And in 5 to 10 seconds, oh, sorry, I clicked the word. In 5 to 10 seconds, they've got this already answered. They're either feeling comfortable and safe, or they're already figuring out how long is this meeting going to be, because I got to get out of here. We actually had an example this week at our club. We had someone who was a guest. She came in, she's never been a Toastmaster. We're an advanced club. We have a requirement for a CC first to join our club. And someone went and explained that to her. So she was already, what? Planning. Yeah, excluded. She was planning how to get out. So we got to the halfway, we're a 2-hour meeting. At the hour meeting, I was sitting close to her, I had to click with her. How I did that. Yeah. And she turned to me and said, I think I'm going to go home now. I go, oh, best part of this meeting is just starting. See how that clicking works? Right, it's a little bit of a hook, and so she thought about it, somebody else came by and said, no, I'll stay today. So she stayed. And she did not want to leave at the end, because the second part of our meeting is the best part of the meeting. Evaluations. She didn't want to leave. I didn't have to, I could have converted her at that meeting. She came with me after, we came to see me, we walked over, and I had told her, we're considering getting rid of that rule, because, if the 30 is going to be the new 20, we got to find new blood from somewhere else than trying to steal people from clubs, right? So we're thinking of dropping that rule and just getting people who want to join the advanced club. So the click system works, for one. Two, it's how you approach it. You don't want to exclude her. We excluded her. Well, we convinced her to stay, and then she wanted to really stay. Okay. This idea that I just showed you, I'm using orange because this covers in orange, from sales EQ. EQ is emotional quotient, intelligence. How ultra-high performers leverage sales-specific emotional intelligence to close the complex deal. Right? We've got a complex deal here. Guest has to become a member. You can't influence until you connect. Do you connect with this? Everybody together? No. Do you connect with that? Yes. Right? So our C for click is connect. Does everybody get how this is going to work? All close here. All right, so that was the first one. Under do it right. Make sure guests are introduced to each member. Each member, not just a friendly tune that you have in the 20. And acknowledge formally, have them acknowledged. We do that. We acknowledge them at the beginning, and we ask them to join in the tabletop. I love this one. Treat guests at your club exactly as you would in your home. Now, some people, I don't know what they do at home. If they don't come to Toastmasters to be friendly, then I'm not sure if they're friendly at home. So that's a little bit of a presumption then, okay? What are they feeling from their perspective? And what are they thinking? Sense of belonging. They want to come back. It's even deeper than that, right? This is visceral. You guys are you got me on this side of the room. Maybe I need to stand on this side of the room. Closer to the emotional side. Do I like you?
How does I think Hollywood?
Great. These people aren't the grizzly bears.
They like me. I can relate.
Yeah. If they like me and I feel liked, then I might become a friend of theirs. How many people belong to more than one club? Oh, well, the senior Toastmasters. Right? They don't get enough love in one club. You know where this is going. Okay. So, like, part of the yell. Right? That's part of the click. Remember, we're here for the click system, right? Do we have anybody in the room who actually buys fragrances or cosmetics in this kind of scenario? Someone with experience. Any volunteers to come down?
Oh, I'm not coming down.
No, wait a minute. We're clicking here. Actually, I'm going to stand on this side of you so you can watch the slides and you tell us what's going on. So you walk into this, it's a shopping mall, right? Has everybody seen one of these? You can't seem to walk into one of these big box stores without walking through one of these, correct? So everybody knows where we are, right? Yeah, but you're going to help us, right? Okay. So what's it feel like when you're walking in here?
From my perspective,
Well, not anybody
it's
else.
kind of like candy.
Candy, okay. That's good, right? Delicious. I don't feel the same way, but. Okay, here we go.
Do I get sucked in? Yes, I do.
Okay, so something's going to be handed. Oh, what's this?
There's this test to she.
No, you. Pretend it's
that's
kind of
me.
like you. Yeah.
Okay, so there's tests. You can test the cosmetics.
You see your hands? Right.
So you can touch and you can try it on, and someone's going to be right at you in a
Okay, hold on.
second.
Here's this one. And then someone's going to be right at.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And
how
what do
they
they
can
do?
offer you help, and yes, of course, they're gonna greet you with a big smile, and how can I help you, and what are you looking for, and et cetera, et cetera.
And you're like, okay, I've got the first free thing, what else can I do?
And they're actually pretty good, because if I say, oh, you know what, I'm just looking, I don't need help, they leave you alone, which is
Oh,
nice.
okay, see, I haven't been through this, so I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but often I am looking for something, like a new lipstick or something, and then they will spend half an hour helping you find
Okay, does this
a
happen?
new lipstick. Yeah.
What's this?
So they will ask you if it's not too busy, would you like a, not a makeover, but can you want to sample some of these things I can do? It's difficult though to walk away without buying something, I have to say.
Well, you're gonna have to walk away right now, let's give her a hand. She didn't want to come down here, but we clicked.
I made eye contact with her, and we clicked, and she came down, and wasn't she good? She explained to us all the positive feelings. All right, so what is the customer perspective here? What's happening here?
What is it in it for me?
Well, if you're
What am I
looking-
getting?
Yeah. See, Whiffam doesn't start with I either, but that's a very good answer. You're right. Now we're getting into the real, right in that 10, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes that they're talking to people at the beginning of the meeting. Whiffam is going to be there. What's in it for me? To be here. Right? These people like me, I got a big honking package to take home with me. Somebody's telling me how much it costs. Whiffam is going to be part of it. Okay. Who else?
You're trying to create an intimate environment?
Yes. Intimate is not the answer. Very good. I think he's really working hard today. But it is intimate. What we're going to talk about is intimate.
Salesperson is patient.
Patient.
Wait for
Yes. This is good. Actually, this is bang on. The P is not the letter.
Always product enhanced fee.
Yes. It has to have value, right? Feature, function, benefits, the value. Enhance. Enhance is E.
She was talking about candy, so she was getting excited.
Right, it's emotional. Candy's taste, it's sweet, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's all emotional, right? We're talking, that whole conversation was on this side, emotional. Why I love to walk through Shoppers, right? It's a high. It gets those endorphins going and the dreaded opioids, the natural opioids that exist in our brain. Right? Is it a pleasure to walk through, even if you don't buy anything? Yeah.
For me, I mean, not for everybody.
Look at speakers.
So it's inviting environment.
Inviting.
Inviting.
Very close. Yeah.
Trying to get them to interact.
Interact. Yes, of course. You know.
Integrity.
Integrity. Now we're going to the 4 basic features that posts of the Toastmasters, where integrity is one of them. Intimate. Okay, these are all good answers. I'm going to stop there because we're never going to, because I told you, I gave you a clue. It doesn't work, right?
Insightful?
Okay, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Right? So we've got this far in the 30 seconds with them, and this is going through their head. I don't care who you are, but what is it about you that cares about me? Do I trust and believe you? And is it worth my investment? Is it worth my, all the things you said were correct and would be part of, but I'm going to stick with investment. Really, the answer is trust. That's the answer. That is the big answer, but I couldn't fit it into the word flip. It started to sound dirty.
I trust.
But they have to have trust. The basic thing is, if they're not trusting you, that's 15 seconds, that first 15 seconds. Now I can start clicking. It's happening. I used to do cold calls, and I could tell in the first 5 seconds with the person just breathing on the other line if I was going to have a decent conversation. I don't know how. It's just a natural talent. It will serve me well. All right, so let's look at this magazine again, or this brochure. How do we create this trust? Oh boy. Now you get to really burning. I can smell smoke. How do we create trust? The guest has goals, needs, fears, time, restraints, resource restraints. You've got the WIFM thing going. How do you create trust? Who's clicking with me? Earn trust. Earn. E-A-R-N. I'm giving an earn. Yes, you've got to earn it, but how do we do it to earn it? You're right. Yeah, very good. That's one of them. That's not part of the click, but right. Yeah. Well, of course, you saw the name of the book, right, in the queue. Connect. Yes.
Share.
We've already connected, but how do you connect? I need sharing is one.
Being very interested in that.
Interested, right, interested.
Share.
Caring.
Listening.
Ah, helping. Did you see this already?
Identify the needs.
Yes, you have to identify the need somehow. But this is very difficult. You can't have somebody, and I've thought about this. And if it was that easy, it would be a process, and we wouldn't have to go through this, and I wouldn't have to dance up here and say, look, that's a conceptual. It's not. You can't ask somebody in 15 seconds, what is your need? I want to fix your need. I want to change your life.
Make them comfortable.
Yes, yeah. Is this up here? Empathy, curious. Be curious. Which is, yeah, somehow we're going to have to ask. It has to sound natural. So what happens after you go through this process? You connect, like, invest, and buy the product, convert. All right, let's talk about conversion.